doing the interview. First question is, how long have you been playing music for?
I've been playing music for about 13 years. I started when I was 12. Strictly just like guitar.
Right.
For a while. Yeah.
You enjoyed playing it when you were 12, or was that kind of forced upon you?
It wasn't. I mean, my uncles are guitar players. They kind of pushed guitar into my face, and I was really averse to it. But I mean, I eventually I grew into it, and yeah, that's the only thing I do now.
So, the next question would be, what inspires you to do music? Do you think that a lot of what your uncle did when you were that age did inspire you to be where you're at today?
Yeah. I was thinking my inspiration was mostly my family.
Right.
And it's not necessarily just my media, but like, you know, my family at bar, you know, one definitely my uncle.
I gotta know, like, my friend Ruth is watching cameras, but she hasn't want to ever talk to me.
But yeah, mostly my mom, my brothers, like those are big.
Then she won't yell at you. Then she won't yell at you.
Style of music.
Text her when you didn't stop
I
to say
started off
like,
like really liking like heavy metal. My taste has obviously changed since then, but yeah.
Sounds good. Has there been any specific musical influences on your music apart from the heavy metal?
Like artists.
Right.
Specific artists. I mean, yeah, some of the folky tunes that I do are kind of inspired, are heavily inspired by like Art of Line, Mason James, a little bit of Bob Dylan. I don't really listen to music too often.
Yeah.
But I mean, those are really young, really awesome. So, that was really big inspiration. For my instrumental stuff, that's a whole different playing it for musicians. One guy in the bikini. A lot of people know him, a lot of people don't. It's kind of strange. But he's an amazing instrumentalist. And so this is other performer, Tracy Buckley. He's really amazing. He does a lot of the multiple vocals.
Oh, okay. So that's where you get all that from.
Yeah. And I would like to say I started that on my own. I did not. But yeah, how I found them is through a friend. Like a friend was like, "Oh, you should check out this guy in the bikini on YouTube." I was like, "Oh, great, cool."
Right.
Checked it out, and that's all I would do was watch YouTube videos. If I had money, I would have bought the albums at the time, but I didn't. So I would just sit all day, like in my like office area, and just watch YouTube videos of this guy playing guitar. It's kind of creepy. I imagine it would look creepy watching that.
I guess it could be taken as something.
Just sitting in front of a spray gun. This guy's amazing.
So I'm assuming guitar is your instrument of choice more than anything else. Now, do you enjoy any of the singing that you do in it, or I know there's some drum sections in a couple of songs. Do you enjoy working with that? Or?
Well, all the drums, like that album, it's strictly just me with my voice and guitar. There's, I think it's the hidden track has some synthetic sounds that were like, pre-programmed into the software that the guy I worked with, who recorded it. But that's the only track on it that has any other instrument. Everything else though is like strictly just guitar. So like in some of the songs, like earlier on through, if you hear like a kind of like a percussion type thing happening, it's probably me just like hitting the guitar.
Oh, okay.
Trying to make use of that whole way.
Right. Now, where did you pick that up from? Like, was that another?
That was just, I mean, that's something that kind of came naturally. Like, I automatically try to, because I only play by myself.
Right.
And I only write by myself.
Okay.
So, like, I guess it's like a natural way of trying to keep tempo.
Right.
For me.
Now, have you ever been offered by other musicians to write for you either certain music sections or lyrics of any kind?
not anybody knocking on my door, though, but I mean, I've worked with other artists before, you know, like jam sessions and things like that.
Right.
But, I mean, when I do work with other artists, you know, it does help give me some kind of critical, you know, analysis on what exactly it is I'm doing.
Well, sure.
So that's really helpful. But no, I don't normally play Fennario. I just recently started playing with another artist. His name's Dean.
Okay.
He was part of a band called Salvatore.
DJ is
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And he was the guy with the black hair? Or?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's the gentleman with the black
Hey,
hair,
what do you want
beard.
Hmm.
I mean, Salvatore Lundy, like that for a local band, not really big, but they were kind of an inspiration. Same as some of my friends, you know, seeing them actually perform and do a really good job. Those guys were really
Now, of all types of musicians and artists that you've come across in your journeys in your past, which artist would you say that you can most relate your own artistry to?
Okay. I would probably say it'd be a mix between and Mason Jennings. Like those guys, I feel like taken a lot of their techniques and just became more comfortable trying to use them. Like in trying to in writing music for me, I found it's it's kind of hard when you start writing like songs and you're comfortable doing it, which took me a while to get to do. It's really hard trying to find your voice in it.
Right.
Not necessarily your actual voice, but like your approach to it. Right. And it was really helpful to have those two specific musicians or artists, performers, be introduced to me when they did get introduced to me. It was during rough time, and Mason Jennings' lyrics are amazing. And if you would have asked me, like, who's Mason Jennings 5-7 years ago, I have no idea.
So it's been recently that you...
I found Mason Jennings through a friend, and she gave me like a compilation CD she had burned, and that's all I listened to. And then when I'd be at work in my office, I'd watch